I've been with the company for 5.5 years now, and when I came on board, we were already using Barfly. So I'm going to say somewhere between 7 and 10 years. Yeah, I think one of SB Restaurant Group's goals, and SB's as a whole platform, our goal is to be the best of the best when it comes to hospitality, and best of the best includes our efficiencies and
Sure.
in terms of the shopper reports. I would say that off the top of my head, their 10 to 12 page report probably has 300 to 500 checkpoints as well as a narrative, and I think it's been invaluable for us in terms of gauging our service, reinforcing when we're doing some things really good, and also too making us aware when things aren't. If we keep these restaurants, hotels, and nightclubs up and running for 50 years, we'll still use them because it's a constant reminder of A, if we're doing things well, and B, if we're not doing things well, and specifically what we're not doing well. And we can follow up with the venue managers, and it keeps the staff on point, and it keeps the managers on point, and it gives us a really accurate assessment of how our venues are doing. We've tried a couple of I won't mention the names for this, but we've tried a couple of other services in the meantime, and I'll be honest, regardless of hospitality or any other industry, service standards and service quality is always the main determinant in who you use. And Barfly gives really personalized service. I can call Carl Blatt, in the drop of an eye, and he'll pick up the phone all the time. Kerry, who does all of his reports for us, Tricia, his staff is amazing. They're very responsive. They're on top of everything they do. Chris Youngdahl, the whole team, and for that reason, they're heads and above some of the other companies that we've tried. Not to mention that the reporting is much more detailed. The individuals that they use to do the reports are much more versed in kind of the innovative, cutting-edge kind of properties that we run. So for several reasons, they're not generic. They're very, like I said, they're very personalized. So there's a lot of reasons that they stand out to me above other companies. I think that with the cost-to-benefit ratio of Barfly, I'm not so sure there's many hospitality venues, be it nightclubs, restaurants, that I would not recommend them for. I think they're great in any capacity, and I think, like I said, they can really ensure that your costs are in line, and they can ensure that the service that you're giving is what you want it to be, and they can also help you adjust when it's not. I'd recommend them for pretty much any restaurant or nightclub, big, small, cutting edge, conservative, etc. Well, again, it's an integral part of our success, I believe, and I think that the obvious things to say are that it keeps our liquor cost and pour cost in line. Whenever our liquor cost or pour cost goes out of line, Barfly makes us aware of it and helps us to fix it. Whenever we bring a new property up online, which we're a growing company, or growing very quickly, it's very comforting to know that right off the bat, you can have someone like Bev & Co. and Barfly come in, do your liquor audits right from day one, and it gets your liquor costs into line right away. In terms of the shoppers reports, like I said, as we go outside of LA in our comfort zone, it's good to know that our Laguna Beach location is being shopped on a regular basis, and we can gauge kind of where our service standards are. And again, the personalized service, the team at Barfly, the specific individuals that they employ, are all very professional and really passionate about their jobs, and because of that, it's a great company to work for.